Welcome back. Ready to do some cleaning? Okay, this is the part that's not the funnest part, okay? But it's necessary. So let's talk about why. So paint, if your piece has any dirt, dust, oils, recent waxes, paint's not gonna stick to it. Nothing's gonna stick to it, not even Jack style paint. What you don't see a lot of times are oils, like from people's hands, fingerprints, hand lotion, just oily grime, smoke, grease that's in the air. On some pieces you can see the dirt, like the dust. This is super dusty, but it's just old and dirty. So this one's really dirty. We're gonna give it a really good cleaning using the stronger cleaning product. This piece over here actually is a newer piece, like you know, in the last 10-15 years or whatever, and it's not that dirty. So we're gonna do the shortcut cleaning on this piece. I want to show you both options because I do both, okay? Because you never want to work any harder than you have to. I mean, that's my motto. Especially when it comes to the cleaning part, right? Because is it really fun? Not really. Luckily, it doesn't take long. So let's talk about the two different products, okay? For this piece, I'm using an industrial cleaner called White Lightning. This is by Dixie Belle. And it is a very heavy-duty, strong cleaner. And you do want to use gloves when you use it. But it's really good stuff, and it's going to get all the ick stuff off it. So you follow the directions. It has a measurement or recipe, I guess. Dissolve 2 heaping tablespoons of White Lightning per gallon of hot water. Squeeze excess from rag, and then you rinse with clean, warm water and wipe after. I just put some in a cup and put some hot water in. I mean, honestly, I'm not very good at measuring stuff, so I put, probably about a teaspoon in a big cup here and put some hot water in, and it's good to go. You can use a rag, absolutely, okay? But when it's really dirty, I like to use one of these little sanding sponges. It's a half sponge, half sanding, and this one's old and broken in, so it's just like a kitchen sponge, you guys, like a kitchen sponge, right? You could use that, or you could use a rag. So I'm just going to dip it in the hot water that I have diluted the White Lightning in. I'm going to squeeze out the excess. And then you can use whichever side is appropriate. I'm using the spongy side right now for this smooth part. Give it a good cleaning. But if I get crust, or if I encounter crust, any baked on stuff, then I'll flip it over and use the scrubby side. And you just want to give it a good wipe down every bit of it. This piece is really awesome, but it's gonna, it has a lot of detail. Your piece might not have that much detail, so this just makes it a little bit more work, but that'd be good. So now I'm, like rinsing out getting a fresh batch of the formula and just kind of squishing it in all these details and stuff. Get it in there nice and good. So this piece is this is an older piece, I'm going to say from probably like the 1930s or so. And they did a lot of work with veneers back then. So veneer, we'll talk about that more when we go to the next session, which is the repairs, because this piece does need some repairs. The veneer's worn off in some parts, and so I do have to be a little bit careful on this piece not to try to break it any further, because it's kind of thrashed and definitely just needs some repairs, and I just don't want to make it worse. So I'm just being a little bit careful, but your piece might not be so rough. I have to get down in here because you really got to get everywhere. But you know, it's some pieces are definitely going to be easier than others to get to clean, to paint, to prep. And that's really one of the reasons I also chose this piece, to show you how easy the simplest type of piece in the world could be, which that is basically. So again, just dipping it in the solution, that's the word I was looking for earlier, wringing out the excess. Make sure all the surfaces are cleaned. Inside of all the detail. You know, it's funny, I don't mind cleaning things like this like I do mind cleaning at home. Cleaning at home is like yuck. There's no reward in that. Well, I mean, there's temporary reward, right? You get the clean kitchen, whatever, and that's great while it lasts, which isn't very long, right? But this, once you transform it, and you know, it gives you a lot of intrinsic reward. So again, if you feel like, you know, some of it's crusty, got some icky stuff, just turn your sponge over to the scrubby side and just lightly scrub it. You don't want to, you know, scratch it, I guess. All right. So, outdo it. Let's see. Okay. So this product does need to be rinsed off afterward, okay? So that's why I will use it when the piece really needs it. But if I can get away with a product that doesn't need to be rinsed, by all means, I'm going to do that. So here I have some hot towels. Basically, I pre-wet, moistened these towels so that they're going to be my rinsing step. I'm going to put this cup of water aside so I don't knock it over. So now I'm just going to sort of rinse with this towel. Making sure I get inside it everywhere. If you're doing kitchen cabinets, it's especially important to use a really good product such as White Lightning. Another alternative is just TSP. It's a household detergent that you get at the hardware store. It's very industrial strength, just like the White Lightning is. It's just essential that you follow the directions and rinse it off afterward. Otherwise, it can leave a little film and your paint won't stick to the film. But kitchen cabinets especially, because there's so much grease and oil floating around in kitchens. You don't really necessarily see it, but kitchen cabinets can be the dirtiest things ever. So they have to have a really good cleaning. So you can see a lot of the dirt coming off on my towel, and I expected that. Yeah, this one I really picked up a project with lots of nooks and crannies here. But I also, like I said, I picked an easy one too to show you one. So I'm picking another towel. I'm just giving it another rinsing sort of. Like a final rinse. Just kind of get it in this little crevice here. It's a little tricky. So I definitely recommend for your first project that you choose something small like this. Otherwise it could be overwhelming if you try to take on a big piece right out of the gate. This will give you more confidence that, you know, hey, I know what I'm doing, I can do this. You know, than if you just go straight to a big piece, which can be very scary and intimidating. So go to the thrift store, get a little piece like this. I think I probably got this at a thrift store or an estate sale or a garage sale, I don't really remember, but you can get these pieces for cheap and then you really have nothing to lose. If you're not happy with it for some reason, or whatever. But you will be, trust me, because I'm going to make sure that you're happy with it, because if you follow these steps, nothing will go wrong, okay? All right, there we go. So there's that one. Now I'm just gonna let it dry. This one, in our next, we're gonna do repairs, some repairs on it. So I really like this piece. I think it's super cool. And I'm really happy that I'm gonna be able to save it and give it a new life. So right now I'm just gonna let it dry. And I'm gonna move on to the little piece here. Again, so this piece, I'm gonna do more of a shortcut. A lot of people, some people will gasp and go, what? What are you're cleaning that with wipes? And then some other people will be like, I've done 100,000 pieces with wipes. It's great. And I'm one of those. I'm in that camp. So cleaning wipes, if your piece isn't too dirty, this usually will do the trick. Time saver. So I usually just rip off like one for each hand. Just give it a good wipe. It's going to get rid of the surface dirts and oils. Dust, gets rid of the dust. I like to turn my pieces upside down, make sure I get, you know, attack them at every angle, I guess. Maybe get a fresh wipe or two if you're feeling like, you know, the old ones are kind of worn out and you want to get a little extra cleaning in. Get the legs, get everything. Now at this point I usually just let it dry and it's good to go. However, if you feel like this makes you nervous for any reason, you can always take a damp towel and just kind of wipe it off like that. Like maybe if you got too much, like sometimes when you get to the bottom of the container of this, it's like too much product, you can see it, then, you know, go ahead and wipe it off. But I'll tell you what, I've done many pieces that where my cleaning was simply using the wipes, and they came out great and lasted forever. The paint stuck great. So you have options, okay? Options are good, you guys. I don't believe in always doing things the hard way. Not that the white lighting is harder, it's just a little bit more effort, but sometimes your piece needs it. All right? So there we go. Now I'm going to let that piece dry. And we have two pieces that are ready to, well, this one's ready to paint because it doesn't need any repairs. But next up, we're going to do some minor repairs on that beautiful Art Deco magazine rack. So I'll see you in episode 3. Bye.